Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the 2 mark question and answer from the topic tuned amplifiers from the subject electronic circuits 2. And already I posted the remaining 2 units 2 mark questions and the remaining units problems 2 mark problem, 4 mark and 8 mark problem already posted in my channel. If you want to learn that video means I will give link for those videos in the description box or in my channel in the name of electronic circuits 2 and electronic circuits 2 MCQ. There is a 2 playlist is there. In that playlist all corresponding videos are available. Okay, you can learn. So first one, the first question you see, what is tuned amplifier? Okay, so it's a university question, May 2010. And or what is the basic principle behind the tuned amplifiers? So it's a May 2019 question. Okay, so the tuned amplifier. So already you know the tuned amplifier means in our that is a ordinary amplifier means it is used to amplify some wide range of frequencies. But a tuned amplifier is used to amplify only the selected range of frequencies. Okay, so the amplifier with tuned circuit is called as tuned amplifier, that is capable of amplifying a signal over a narrow band of frequency. Okay, so it is said to be the tuned amplifier. So the amplifier with tuned circuit, the LC tuned circuit is connected in the collector terminal. So that circuit is capable of amplifying a signal over a narrow band of frequencies. Okay, so it is used to amplify only the narrow band of frequency. It is called as a tuned amplifiers. Okay, then what is the expression for tuned frequency? So for this tuned amplifier, so that amplifier amplifies only the selected frequency, so that frequency is called as a resonant frequency. So what is the resonant frequency formula? FR equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of L into C, where L is a inductor used in the tuned circuit, C is a capacitor used in the tuned circuit or resonating circuit. Okay, so using this formula, you may get one 2 mark problem also. We will discuss that 2 mark question later. Okay. Then the next question, what happens to the circuit above and below resonance? Okay. So what happens to this tuned circuit above and below resonance? So at resonance, that circuit, it behaves like a pure resistive circuit. Okay. So already you know the resonance concept. In only one frequency, that LC tuned circuit, it will act as a purely resistive in nature, since at the time the capacitive reactance and the inductive reactance gets cancelled, so that circuit behaves like a resistive. Okay, and above resonance the circuit acts as a capacitive in nature, and below resonance the circuit acts as a inductive in nature. Okay, so above resonance that LC circuit acts as a capacitive in nature, below resonance the circuit acts as a inductive in nature. Okay, and the next one, a parallel resonance circuit has an inductance is 150 Henry and a capacitance of 100 picofarad. Find the resonant frequency. So you see, this is a one university 2 mark problem. So already I told you know that is the L value for parallel resonant circuit means one LC circuit. Inductance value is given, capacitance value is given. The question is to we have to find the resonant frequency. Okay, so L is 150 Henry, C is 100 picofarad. So the resonant frequency FR equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of LC. So you substitute the L and C value. L is 150 Henry, capacitor is 100 pico. Pico means 10 to the power minus 12. So if you are substituting 100 into 10 to the power minus 12. So if you are solving this, we can get the answer is 1.29 kilohertz. Okay, so this is the resonant frequency value. So this is the important problem. So similar to this problem, you may get one 2 mark problem from this unit. Okay. And the next one, what is the classification of tuned amplifiers? So the tuned amplifiers are classified into the 3 different types. One is single tuned, another one is double tuned and stagger tuned. So these are all the 3 different types of tuned amplifiers. Okay. Then what is single tuned amplifier? Okay. As the name implies, an amplifier circuit that uses the single parallel tuned circuit as a load is called a single tuned circuit. So single tuned means in that say, tuned amplifier in collector, okay, in collector we are using only one parallel tuned circuit. There is one LC circuit we are using means that LC circuit is used as a load means that amplifier is called as a single tuned amplifier. Okay, then what are the advantages of tuned amplifier and what are the disadvantages also? Okay, so list the advantages and disadvantages of tuned amplifier. So it is also a one university question May 2012. So the advantages, this tuned amplifier is used to amplify some selected range of frequency. Okay, so the range of frequency over which the amplification is required can be varied. Yes, okay, by changing either inductor value or capacitor value used in the tuned circuit, we can vary the range of frequency over which the amplification is required. We can vary. Okay, and the next one, it has a higher efficiency than other amplifier. Okay, when compared to other amplifier, the tuned amplifier is having the higher efficiency. Okay, and the signal to noise ratio is good. Okay, and they are suited for radio transmitters and receivers. Okay, so mainly where we are using this tuned amplifier means in radio transmitters and receivers, we are using this tuned amplifier in order to amplify the selected frequency ranges. Okay, these are all the advantages. Okay, then disadvantages, circuit is bulky and costly. Okay, so why the circuit is bulky and costly means so we can use inductor and capacitor in a tuned as a tuned element. In tuned circuit, we have to use the inductor and capacitor. If in one circuit inductor is available means the circuit becomes bulky. And the second one, the design is complex. Okay, and the third one, they are not suitable to amplify audio frequency. This tuned amplifier is mainly used in radio frequencies, that is high frequencies. Okay, so this tuned amplifier is not suitable to amplify the audio frequency. So if you want to amplify the audio frequency means we have to use the higher value of LNC. Okay, so that is not possible. So that's why this is suitable only for the radio frequencies. Okay, so these are all the advantages and disadvantages of the tuned amplifier. Okay, then the next question, draw the ideal response and actual response of tuned amplifier. So it is also one of the university question May 2016. Okay, so you see the response, ideal response and actual, that is practical response of tuned amplifier. So the second one, this is the practical response of the tuned amplifier. That is, you see the response curve means the amplitude, output amplitude versus frequency. Along x-axis we are taking frequency, and y-axis we are taking either output amplitude or gain. Okay, so you see the curve that is at frequency omega equal to omega naught. This omega naught is a resonant frequency. At a resonant frequency, that output amplitude is maximum. Okay, so below resonance and above resonance, the output amplitude decreases. Okay, so this is the actual response, that is the practical response of tuned amplifier. But the ideal response is like that. Okay, so that is in between omega L to omega H. Omega L is lower cutoff frequency, omega H is a higher cutoff frequency. So in between the omega L, omega H, this amplifier, this tuned amplifier produces the maximum amplitude. Okay, and below omega L, above omega H, it is a stop band. Stop band means it will not allow it will not amplify the signal. Okay, so this is the ideal response, this is the practical response. And this curve, it is a phase response. Okay, this is the magnitude response, and this one, this line, it indicates the phase response. Similarly, this is the phase response of practical tuned amplifier. Okay, so you just draw and mention this. So this is also one of the university question. Okay, and the next one, what are double tuned amplifiers? Okay, so single tuned amplifier, in tuned, that is in single tuned amplifier, we are using only one tuned circuit in as a load. Okay, similarly, double tuned amplifier means in a load, we have to connect two tuned circuits that are inductively coupled. Okay, so the double tuned amplifier use two inductively coupled tuned circuit per stage. Okay, both tuned circuit tuned to the same frequency. So in collector, instead of using single tuned, we have to use two tuned circuit, and the two tuned circuits are inductively coupled. Okay, so not electrically coupled, it is inductively coupled. That is, the two coils are placed very close together, and the two tuned circuit being tuned to the same frequency. It is called as a double tuned amplifier. Okay, and the next one, what are the advantages of double tuned over single tuned? So it is also one of the university question, November 2016. So what are the advantages of double tuned over single tuned means? So in double tuned, it provides the larger 3 dB bandwidth. Okay, when compared to single tuned bandwidth is somewhat minimum. When compared to single tuned, the double tuned provides the larger 3 dB bandwidth. Okay, and it possesses the flatter response and having the steeper side. So the response is flatter over a wide range of frequency. It provides the maximum response with the steeper sides. Okay, and if bandwidth is high and the gain is also high, so it provides a large gain bandwidth product. So the product of gain and bandwidth is also high. Okay, so these are all the advantages of double tuned over single tuned amplifier. Okay, then the next one, what is stagger tuned amplifier? Okay, so we discussed the single tuned and double tuned. In single tuned means in load, that is as a load we are using only one tuned circuit. Then double tuned means in collector we have to use two tuned circuit inductively coupled, and two tuned circuits are tuned to same frequency. Then the third type is stagger tuned. So the stagger tuned is nothing but the stagger tuned amplifier is a circuit in which two single tuned cascaded amplifiers having the certain bandwidth are taken, and their resonant frequencies are adjusted, that they are separated by an amount equal to the bandwidth of each stage. Okay, so in order to design the stagger tuned, we have to take two single tuned amplifiers. The two single tuned amplifiers we have to connect in cascade, and each single tuned amplifiers is having certain bandwidth, same bandwidth, and their resonant frequencies, okay, are displaced by the bandwidth amount. Okay, so that is called as a stagger tuned amplifier. Since the resonant frequencies are displaced, it is called as a stagger tune. Okay, so stagger tuned amplifier is a circuit in which two single tuned cascaded amplifiers having certain bandwidth are taken, and their resonant frequencies are adjusted, that they are separated by an amount equal to the bandwidth of each stage. Okay, so this is the stagger tuned amplifier. And what are the advantages of stagger tuned amplifier? Okay, so over the double tune and single tuned, what are the advantages of the stagger tune means? The stagger tuned amplifier is to provide the better flat and wide band characteristics. Okay, when compared to single tune and a double tune, the stagger tuned amplifier provides the greater bandwidth. Okay, but in the double tuned also it provides the greater bandwidth, but the design is complex in double tune. But in stagger tune, design is also very easy, and it produces the better flat and wide band characteristics. These are the advantages of stagger tune amplifier. Okay, then the next one, what are the different coil losses? Okay, so we are using the inductor and capacitor in the tuned as a tuned circuit in tuned amplifier, you know. So in that coil, what are the different types of coil losses available? One is hysteresis loss, copper loss, and eddy current loss. Okay, these are the different types of coil losses. And the next question, it's a very important question. What is the effect of Q on a resonance circuit? So it's a May 2016 question. Okay, Q, you know, it's a quality factor. So there is a quality factor. It's an important parameter in order to measure the quality of individual coil or capacitor or tuned circuit. Okay, so what is the effect of Q on a resonance? Resonance means tuned circuit. Okay, so the quality factor QL determines the 3 dB bandwidth of the resonance circuit. Okay, since what is the relation between the quality factor and bandwidth and resonant frequency means, the bandwidth is equal to resonant frequency divided by quality factor. Okay, so the bandwidth and quality factor, it is inversely proportional. Okay, inversely proportional. So if quality factor is high means, okay, if the denominator is high means the bandwidth is low. Okay, so that's why the circuit is a highly selective circuit. And the quality factor low means the bandwidth is high. Okay, it is not a highly selective circuit. Okay, that is a relation. So if Q is large, the bandwidth is small. So the circuit will be highly selective circuit. Similarly, in converse, for a small value of quality factor, the bandwidth is high and selectivity of the circuit is low. Okay. So in order to obtain the high, in order to design the highly selective circuit, we have to choose the high quality factor. Okay. So this is the relation between the quality factor on the resonance circuit. Okay. So using this formula, you may get the 2-mark problem also. Okay. The relation between resonant frequency, bandwidth and quality factor. Already we discussed this relation in circuit analysis paper. Okay. Bandwidth is equal to resonant frequency divided by quality factor. Our quality factor is equal to resonant frequency divided by bandwidth. So using this formula, we may solve the next problem. You see the next problem, it's a May 2017 problem. You see the question, a tuned circuit has a resonant frequency of 1600 kilohertz and a bandwidth of 10 kilohertz. What is the value of its quality factor? Okay, so you see what are the given data? Resonant frequency FR given. The resonant frequency FR equal to 1600 kilohertz and the bandwidth is BW equal to 10 kilohertz. Okay, what is the value of quality factor? So the quality factor, you know, the quality factor is nothing but resonant frequency divided by bandwidth. Okay, so Q equal to FR by bandwidth. So you substitute the value, FR is 1600 kilo, bandwidth is 10 kilo. So 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 3 cancel, then 10 here cancel means we can get the answer is 160. So the quality factor, it's a number. Okay, so here the quality factor is 160. So it's a very important Anna University 2-mark problem. Okay, so similar to this, there may be given the resonant frequency and quality factor given, we have to find the bandwidth also. Okay, so you just rearrange the formula, you just find the answer. Then the next question, mention 2 applications of tuned amplifier. Okay, so it's a 2018 and 8 and 7 question. So where we are using tuned amplifier, already you know the tuned amplifiers are used in radio transmitters and radio receivers. Okay, in order to amplify the particular band of frequencies. Okay, so you see the tuned amplifiers are used in radio receiver to amplify a particular band of frequency for which the radio receiver is tuned. Okay, then tuned class B and class C amplifiers are used as an output RF amplifier in radio transmitters to increase the output efficiency. Okay, so the tuned amplifier is also used in radio transmitters also in order to increase the output efficiency. Okay, so it is used in radio receivers as well as radio transmitters. Then next question, a tuned amplifier has the maximum gain at frequency of 2 megahertz. So what is the meaning? The tuned amplifier has its maximum gain at frequency 2 megahertz. So this frequency is called as a resonant frequency. Since you know the amplifier produces the maximum gain at the resonant frequency. Okay, and it has a bandwidth of 50 kilohertz. Calculate the quality factor. The same thing. Okay, so the resonant frequency given, bandwidth given. What is the relation between resonant frequency and bandwidth and quality factor? Q equal to FR by bandwidth. So 2 mega. So 2 into mega means 10 to the power 6 divided by bandwidth 50 kilo. So 50 into 10 to the power 3. So the answer is 40. So the quality factor equal to 40. Okay. Then the next question, what is neutralization? Okay, it's a May 2013 and 14 question. It's a very important big question in this third unit. Okay, that is explain the different types of neutralization technique used in tuned amplifier. It's a very important 13-mark question in that third unit. So what is neutralization? Okay, 2-mark. So the neutralization, it's a process of cancelling the instability effect Okay, so in tuned amplifier, there is a, the tuned amplifier is used in high frequency region, that is in the range of hundreds of kilo or megahertz region. So that is the tuned amplifier is constructed using transistor, Okay, so when we are operating the transistor in higher frequencies, so there is a the interbase capacitance, that is the collector to base capacitance, it becomes dominant. Okay, so because of the collector to base capacitance becomes dominant, that is in between the collector and base, that capacitance is internally connected, and this capacitance provides some positive feedback to that tuned amplifier. So in one amplifier, if positive feedback is provided, means that amplifier, it will not working as an amplifier, it will work as an oscillator. Okay, so instead of performing amplification process, that tuned amplifier, it will work as an oscillator. So oscillator means it will generate their own waveform instead of amplifying our given input signal. Okay, so that is called as a instability. So the process neutralization is nothing but the process of cancelling the instability produced in tuned amplifier. Okay, so the process of cancelling the instability due to collector to base capacitance of the transistor in tuned circuit. Okay, so in order to cancel this instability effect, we have to introduce one more capacitor in order to cancel the effect produced by this capacitor. Okay, so by introducing a signal which cancels the signal coupled through collector base capacitance, it is called as a neutralization. Okay, so it's a process of cancelling instability effect in tuned circuit due to collector to base capacitance. Okay, then what is the need for neutralization in tuned amplifier? So you see, it's a 8, 9, 2010, 2013 question. So what is the need for neutralization? Neutralization we discussed. Okay, the process of cancelling the instability effect produced by this collector base capacitance is called neutralization. So what is the need? The same thing. Okay, so I discussed, that is when we are using the tuned RF amplifier in high frequency, the interjunction capacitance between the base and collector, it becomes dominant. Okay, so the interbase capacitance becomes dominant means, so it provides a feedback path from collector to base. So where collector is output terminal, base is a input terminal. So in between output and input, there is a one positive feedback is provided means, so the circuit is converted into unstable one. Okay, so if in one circuit positive feedback is available means, that is said to be the oscillator. Okay, so it generates its own oscillation and can stop working as an amplifier. So this is called as a instability. So in order to prevent this oscillation without reducing the gain, we are using the technique, it is called as neutralization technique. Okay, the same thing. Okay, the same thing. This is the definition, this is the need. Okay, why we have to introduce neutralization in tuned amplifier. Okay, that is the reason. Then what are the different types of neutralization technique? Hazeltine neutralization, Rice neutralization, Neutrodyne neutralization. These are all the different neutralization techniques used to eliminate the instability of tuned amplifier. Okay. Then the next question, define quality factor of capacitor. It's a November 2016 question. So quality factor already we discussed in circuit analysis, the same definition only. Quality factor of capacitor is nothing but it's a maximum energy stored per cycle divided by maximum energy dissipated per cycle. It is called as a quality factor. So Q equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored divided by energy dissipated per cycle. So the quality factor of capacitor is 1 by omega Cs Rs. Okay, this is the formula. And the next one, the next important question, what is mean by unloaded Q and loaded Q of tank circuit? Okay, or sometime they may ask, state the difference between loaded and unloaded Q. So it's a May 2019 and April 2010 question. That is what is loaded Q, unloaded Q of the tank circuit. So first one, when the tank circuit is not connected to any external circuit or load, the Q accounts for internal losses is known as unloaded quality factor. Okay, when the tank circuit is not connected to any of the circuit at the time, if you are measuring the quality factor, it is called as an unloaded Q. So the unloaded Q is defined as it's a maximum energy stored per cycle divided by max energy dissipated per cycle in the tank circuit. Okay, then loaded Q means in practice the tank circuit is connected as a load to some circuit. Okay, so usually the tank circuit or resonating circuit is used as a load in tuned amplifier. Okay, so at the time the energy dissipation takes place in the tank circuit as well as in the external load. Okay, so the quality factor of such tank circuit is called as a loaded quality factor. So the loaded quality factor is equal to 2 pi into maximum energy stored divided by energy dissipated per cycle in tank circuit plus energy dissipated per cycle due to the presence of external load. This is called as a loaded quality factor. Okay, unloaded means if the tank circuit is not connected as a load to any of the circuit at the time, if you are measuring quality factor, it's an unloaded Q. Loaded means if tank circuit is connected as a load to some circuit means at the time the quality factor if you are measuring, that is the loaded quality factor. Okay, so this is also an important 2-mark question, loaded and unloaded Q. Okay, it's a May 2019 and 2010 question. Then the next one, define gain bandwidth product of tuned amplifier. The gain bandwidth product, it is nothing but it's a product of 3 dB bandwidth and gain of tuned amplifier. So for one tuned amplifier, if you are multiplying the 3 dB bandwidth and the gain means it is said to be the gain bandwidth product. Okay, then the next one, what is the effect of cascading n stage identical single tuned amplifiers on overall 3 dB bandwidth? Okay, so it's an important 2-mark question, as well as using this relation there will be an important 2-mark problem is also that. Okay, that is if n number of identical single tuned amplifiers are connected in cascade means that is called as a synchronously tuned amplifier. Okay, if n number of similar single tuned amplifiers are connected in cascade, what is the effect on bandwidth? That is the question. Okay, so if m number of single tuned amplifiers are connected in cascade means the bandwidth reduces. Okay, so what about the formula means the bandwidth of n stage is equal to bandwidth of one stage into square root of 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1, where n is a number of stages. BW1 is the bandwidth of single stage. Okay, if two such stages are connected means the bandwidth is reduced to 64%. If 3 stages are connected, the bandwidth is reduced to 51%. Okay, so if you are cascading more number of stages means the bandwidth is reduced by some amount. 2 stages means 64% reduction. 3 stages are connected means 51% bandwidth we can get. Okay, so this is the formula. Using this formula, now we are going to solve the problem. And an inductor of 250 microhenry has the quality factor 300 at 1 megahertz. Determine RP and RS of the inductor. Okay, so one inductor is there, it's a 250 microhenry. Quality factor is there, resonant frequency is given. So we have to find RS and RP. RS means series resistance, RP means parallel resistance of that inductor. Okay, so according to the formula, the quality factor equal to omega Ls by Rs. Okay, so from this Rs equal to omega Ls by Q. Okay, so if you are substituting instead of omega 2 pi f naught is 1 megahertz. L is 250 microhenry, quality factor 300. If you are substituting, we can get the answer is Rs equal to 5.23 ohm. Okay, then RP value is calculated as omega naught LQ. So omega naught means 2 pi f naught into L into Q. So if you are substituting L value, Q value, we can get RP as 471.24 kilo ohm. This is the series resistor and parallel resistor of the inductor. Okay, So it is also one of the university question, May 2017. And the next one, you see, this is the November 2017 problem. Determine the bandwidth of two-stage synchronous tuned amplifier. Assume the bandwidth of individual stages 200 kilohertz. Okay, so what is synchronous? Identical stages of tuned amplifiers connected in cascade means it is called as a synchronous tuned. Okay, so for one stage bandwidth is 200 kilohertz. If two such stages, so number of stages is equal to 2 means the bandwidth is equal to, you know the formula, bandwidth BWN equal to BW1 square root of 2 power 1 by n minus 1. What is BW1? 200 kilo into square root of 2 to the power 1 by n. N is 2 minus 1. If you are substituting 128.7 kilohertz. So from the single stage 200 kilohertz. If two such stages are cascaded, we can get the bandwidth is reduced to 128 kilo. Okay. If three such stages are connected means again the bandwidth is reduced. Okay. So this is a very important 2-mark question. So from this, in this format, you can get any one of the 2-mark problem from this unit. Okay. And similar to that, you see the bandwidth of a single tuned amplifier is 20 kilohertz. Calculate the bandwidth if three such stages are calculated. Also calculate the bandwidth for 4 stages. Okay, so first one, the single bandwidth is given 20 kilo. Okay, if two such stages, if n equal to 3, okay, 3 such stages are connected means n equal to 3 means BW n equal to BW1 20 kilo into square root of 2 to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. So the answer is 10.19 kilohertz. Then if 4 such stages n equal to 4 means the answer is 20 into 10 to the power 3 square root of 2 to the power 1 by 4 minus 1. So 8.7 kilohertz. So bandwidth you see, if single stage means 20 kilohertz. 3 stage means the 51% reduced to 10.1. 4 stage means 8.7 kilohertz. Okay. Then the next one, mention the bandwidth of double tuned amplifier. Okay, it's a university question. What is the bandwidth formula for double tuned amplifier? The bandwidth of double tuned amplifier is 3.1 FR divided by Q. Okay, FR is the resonant frequency, Q is the quality factor. Okay, this is the formula for the bandwidth of double tuned amplifier. Then the next one, the bandwidth for double tuned amplifier is 20 kilohertz. Calculate the bandwidth if 3 such stages are calculated. Okay, so the previous problem is n number of single tuned amplifier connected in cascade means the bandwidth formula is BWN equal to BW1 into square root of 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1. Okay, if double tuned, n number of double tuned amplifiers are connected in cascade means the bandwidth formula is BWN equal to BW1 into 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1 to the power 1 by 4. Okay, instead of square root to the power 1 by 4. So here 20 kilohertz into 2 to the power 1 by 3 minus 1 to the power 3. Here calculate the bandwidth for 3 stages. So here to the power 1 by 3, you just calculate the answer. Okay. Then the next question. Yeah, 3-stage double tuned amplifier system is to have the half power bandwidth is 20 kilohertz. centered on a center frequency 450 kilo. Assuming that all stages are identical, determine the half power bandwidth of single stage. Okay, so here 3 cascaded double tuned amplifier bandwidth is given, it is at 20 kilo. So here the 20 kilo is nothing but BW3. Okay, bandwidth of 3 stages is 20 kilohertz. Okay, and the center frequency means a resonant frequency. It's a 450 kilohertz. So what is the bandwidth of single stage? So you know the formula BWN equal to BW1 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1 by 4. Okay, so for n equal to 4, BW1 equal to, so from that BWN given, we have to find out BW1. So you rearrange BW1 equal to BWN by 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1 to the power 1 by 4. So here n is 3 stage, n equal to 3. So the answer is 28.01 kilohertz. Okay. So in previous also, so here it's a correct only. The number of stages here, okay, 2 to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. In formula, there is a 1 by 4. Okay, so this is the answer. And so similar to, okay, so these are all the, if double tuned amplifiers are contained cascade means the formula is this one. Okay, BW1 2 to the power 1 by n minus 1 to the power 1 by 4. If it is a single tuned amplifier contained cascade means instead of 1 by 4 there is a 1 by 2, that is square root. Okay, so these are all the some of the problems and 2 mark questions from the third unit tuned amplifier of electronic circuits too. Okay, and for this the third unit is already I posted the 8 mark problems and 6 mark problems as a separate video. Okay, if you want to learn that video means I will give link in the description box, you can refer it. Okay, so thank you. Thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel and press the bell notification button. Then only you can get immediate notification once I am posting the video. Okay, so we will meet in the next video with the fourth unit 2 mark question.